forgot to wear my shirt today. I got dressed in a hurry this morning.
I almost didn't, and then I did, and then somebody came up and said, "Cool shirt, I really like that." And I was like, "Oh, you like the movie?" She's like, "What movie?" And I was like, great. Yes!
I still believe part of it was real.
Start over.
We originally didn't have much comprehension of what genre we were working in. We just never discussed it. We had a movie that we were hoping it would give people the thrill of being frightened and unsettled. But then in moment to moment, it was like, no, we want people to laugh in this moment, and we want the drama to work.
I don't fuck with money, I buy myself a two-seater. I pull on my butt, so I'm calling it Lil Bonita. I walked in the building with attitude, I'm the leader. I'm the type that people say, damn, I hope I can meet her.
Something in the Dirt, of course, has something to do with rabbit holes and diving, like doing your own research and diving down into what you think is true. But then, of course, there's a danger of making these leaps. And yet, if they didn't make the leaps at all, they would be closing their eyes, which is also wrong. We shot, of course, on let's just say a professional cinema camera, a Red camera. But also, we bought a $25 security camera on Amazon, which is in the film and featured heavily as a plot device. Shot on an iPhone, shot on an infrared camera, and I'm sure there's like 2 or 3 more things. But also, of course, there's tons of stock footage that we licensed and very old public domain footage that we restored. And it was shot on the Hi8 format, which was us using our childhood videos.
NASA has known about a time travel method of Albert Einstein's. It said if you travel at the speed of light, you can travel at the speed of light. You can time travel.
Time travel.
Chris, it's Michael, your best friend. Can I come up? Yeah, man. Okay, I'm coming up, all right? Don't shoot!
Usually when we're writing independent films, we always write for locations that we know we have, and that it's not going to become some gigantic portion of the budget that like no one's going to care about. And that like your house will work just as good as the other house, except it'll be tens of thousands of dollars cheaper.
Yeah, a bar scene in Los Angeles is a multi-$1,000 decision. And so you might as well have them have some drinks in their house, you know?
Dude, you keep coming here with these recordings and these stupid stories about how you found them, and you're acting weird.
I think someone might be messing with us.
Maybe you have split personalities and you're leaving each other gifts for you to find.
Did you see that?
See that?
See what?
What?
That.
That's satellites. They watch everything.
My parents had sent me to this preschool that was a religious preschool. They had sent me there because it was a good deal and it was financially and it was near our house. But they wanted to make sure that I wasn't beholden to learning the religious teachings, because they explained to me, it was like, oh, we're not religious. And I was like, so there's no heaven? They're like, no, there's no heaven. So, and then I was laying in bed at night and I was like, okay, if there's no heaven, then it just keeps going. And I got stuck on this idea of infinity. I was like 7 years old, and that was the scariest thing I ever like encountered as a child.
I don't have anything quite as wonderful. Once my house got robbed, and I saw their flashlight pass by the window, and my parents went into emergency mode and all of that, and that was quite frightening. I have no fear of dying in a car accident. I don't fear vampires. I don't fear the dark. But man, for some reason, burglars, they get me.
I was told that they were all going to kill themselves. That's why we left the cult. They sent us a video.
Whoever's watching, I just wanted to say the Ascension is something that we've all been looking forward to. We couldn't be happier.
I want to go back.
I think for both of us, it's hard to separate ideas of the supernatural away from much bigger questions about your existence and the reality to all of this. Like you can almost, not almost, you can attach ideas of your mysterious place in space and time to traditional ideas of the supernatural.
How is that possible?
You want to know what runs all this? You go find it.
Who's next? It's probably the most human thing in the world to fear the unknown, which is how that's one of the themes in The Endless, definitely one of the big ones in Something in the Dirt. Lovecraft has a quote that starts off our movie The Endless, which is the oldest emotion of humankind is fear, and the greatest kind of fear is fear of the unknown, something like that. And so anything that removes that fear by explaining something that we don't yet understand is a panacea.